All right, everyone. So we just witnessed one of the best games I've seen in quite some time, right? This was an awesome Western Conference Finals game one. And Stephon Castle had some awesome, I think, words that sum it up perfectly after the game. Then we're going to show you another clip.
Stay down to earth, and hopefully, if it's come here, Steph, come here. If it's a long series, the best player in the fucking world. Come on, boy. If it's a long series, we gonna need this win.
So that's what Castle said to him. And then I thought this clip showed a lot of how this team views Wemby. Okay, both of these put together, but I'm just going to play this and then we're going to react.
Timeout as you watch Wemby just kind of take it all in, strike that pose. A great shot, guys. And his
Oh, yeah, that's it.
I love it. Fell. And
That's not something you see all the time, right? And I just think after game one, and obviously in the NBA playoffs, you always get, whoever wins the prior game, you think they're going to win the whole series. I get all of that, right? And this is still probably going to be a long, tough series. But there's something about this Spurs team and Wemby himself. This was a game that could have gotten away. That three that Wemby hit, I mean, it was, the announcers were saying it was a logo three. That three that Wemby hit was crucial. They don't get that shot, they may not win this game. And then, of course, he closed the game out late. There were many times. I thought there were a lot of times where I'm like, oh, the Spurs got it. Then the OKC comes back and, they're able to tie the game. And then there's a lot of times you're like, oh, OKC made their run. Wemby shows out and he's able to, make some things happen. So I'm still kind of, even as we're doing this video, at a loss a little bit of what we just watched. That performance from Wemby was unbelievable. It's unlike any performance I've seen in a long time. Just the sheer dominance of the fact that you look at Wemby and how he performed. It was like he closed the deal against the guy who just got the MVP award. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander just got the MVP today, right? You just saw that he got the MVP. And I know Shai didn't have a great game early on, but he was making shots late. He hit some big shots down the stretch, and Wemby still closed the deal. Look at the turnovers for some of these Spurs players. I mean, I just got to pull up where's turnovers here. Castle had 11. Harper had 3. Or no, Harper had 1. Sorry, Castle had 11. Harper had 1. Vassell had 3. But your starting point guard there, right, with Castle, has 11 turnovers in this game, and you still find a way to win. The, you know, I think before he starts talking to Castle in the clip, what he's saying to the interviewer is, "Listen, we may need this down the stretch," and I think he's right on that. Right, this was a game that if the Thunder found a way to win it, well, they were able to survive this game one. Right, they were able to survive a tough run by the Spurs. You lose this one, you win this one. Now the Thunder in game two, they're going to have to find a way to beat this team. And I don't think you look at this performance and you go, oh, the Spurs played the best game they could play, and the Thunder played terribly. The Thunder got a lot of help from Caruso and others, right? I thought Jay Will played very good in this one. I mean, Holmgren didn't play great, but I didn't see this as like one team playing great and one team playing not so great. I saw this as Wemby playing unbelievable and Wemby closing the deal, but without Fox, without the role players playing to their strength the whole time. OKC is going to have to find a way to win game two, right? If they follow 2, it's going to be a tough road for them to, climb out of that, because I do think the problem for the Thunder right now is the dominance of Wemby. Now, doesn't mean the Thunder can't win game 2 and go on to win this series. You saw at parts what the Thunder can do and what the kind of how they're going to be able to win the series if they do. But right now, point Spurs, right? Take game 1, and I think you could just see kind of the leadership from Wemby. You could see how the team is buying in, and that's a scary thing if you're OKC, because the Thunder are used to, as we've seen last year's playoff, or actually not as much last year's playoff, but in this year's playoff especially, they've been dominating teams for 2 years. And, this is going to be a battle. and they might not have the best player on the floor every night. That just might not be the case. All right. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.